All right, so let's start this broadcast with the big story that we're tracking on WION, and this, of course, is coming from Afghanistan. After the rapid fall of the Kabul government, the West is now trying to do some damage control and strike a bit of a balance. Now, in a significant development, the British Foreign Secretary Dominic Raab is in Islamabad and is meeting the top leadership there. And this in order to secure a safe passage for the Britons who are still stuck in Afghanistan and want to flee from the country. Dominic Raab met his Pakistani counterpart Shah Mahmood Qureshi and also the Pakistani Prime Minister Imran Khan in Islamabad. He has labelled Pakistan as a key partner for the United Kingdom in securing a safe passage for the British nationals from Afghanistan.
Well, we're focused on adjusting to the new reality that we face in Afghanistan. There are two particular priorities. One is making sure we can continue the safe passage out of Afghanistan of British nationals and Afghans that work for us. That may be possible via Kabul airport in the near future. I've been to Qatar to discuss that. But obviously there are routes via third countries. That's why I'm here on the ground looking at the vantage point here at Torkham. Pakistan is an indispensable partner in all of that. So whether it's dealing with the terrorism threat, the humanitarian lifeline and regional stability, we're working very closely with our Pakistani partners.
And also in a joint press briefing with Shah Mahmood Qureshi, Dominic Raab clarified that Britain will not be in a hurry to recognise the Taliban government. However, at the same time, he's also highlighted the importance of a direct line of communication with the Taliban to ensure a safe environment within the region.
We need to face up to the new reality in Afghanistan. We've got a new chargé d'affaires for Afghanistan based in Doha, Martin Longdon, and on top of that, Simon Gass, the Prime Minister's Special Envoy. The approach that we're taking is we don't recognise the Taliban as a government. Actually, the UK doesn't engage in the practice of recognising governments as opposed to states. But we do see the importance of being able to engage and have a direct line of communication.
Later, Dominic Raab also went ahead to announce the release of about $41 million in terms of aid to support nations that are neighbouring Afghanistan and that are dealing with an influx of migrants. About $1.38 million will be made available immediately to the United Nations to help shelters that are located at the Afghan border. The remainder will, of course, go to other neighbouring nations. The two-day visit is all set to focus on preventing Afghanistan from becoming a hub for terrorists and also in securing new overland routes to safety for vulnerable Afghans. Remember, this visit by Dominic Raab to Islamabad has come amidst the government facing backlash over its very poor handling of the Afghan crisis. The Foreign Affairs Select Committee, which has questioned Dominic Raab earlier this week, announced that it will be holding an inquiry on Britain's policy towards Afghanistan. Its chair, Tory MP Tom Tugendhat, has said that big questions in fact remain over Britain's withdrawal from the country and also its future approach to the region. Meanwhile, Pakistan's Foreign Minister Shah Mahmood Qureshi has said that Pakistan did not have a choice of getting up and leaving because it is the neighbouring nation of Afghanistan.
When we determine conditions, we have to determine choices available. You know, some have the choice of getting up and leaving. We don't have that choice. We are neighbors. We have to coexist. Geography ties us together. So our approach has to be somewhat different.
Now, the meeting between the officials of the United Kingdom and Pakistan has come as the United States is now trying to press Pakistan to cooperate on fighting terror groups such as the so-called Islamic State, which has now become suddenly very active in Afghanistan, and also the Al-Qaeda, which the Americans claim has now again found a foothold in Afghanistan. Meanwhile, another instance of Pakistan's outright support and also backdoor communication with the Taliban was, of course, visible in Doha. Now, the Taliban group was seen visiting the Pakistani embassy in Doha. Remember, the Pakistanis have never made it a secret that they have some leverage on the Taliban. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.